Wendy is much taller than I am. At this time, I would like to invite all the children and young people to come join me for the Word of God for all ages. Great. Maybe we have a seat right here. It's nice open. Do you want to come on over this way, Alphonse? So this morning, oh good, more friends, come on down. Welcome. This morning we are starting to talk about summer. And summer is a time of play and of joy, and that's all part about being creative. And I find that so much in our culture, we're very good at being productive, but we're not always very good at being creative. And there's a beautiful relationship between creativity and rest. And so today in Kids Church, we're going to talk about rest, and we're going to talk about Sabbath, and we're also going to talk about creativity. And to get us ready for that, and to give us a sneak peek of the wonder of Peace Camp, Wendy is going to share a story with us about creation. So Wendy's going to be one of our storytellers at Peace Camp this summer. And if you've been at all sitting on the fence, I think she will convince you that you need to join us, at least for one night. So Wendy, would you please come up and share a story with us from Genesis?
So, actually I've been tasked with doing the creation, God's creation, and I will do it in my way. I'm going to need a couple of volunteers. Oh, Ava, thank you. Could you, I think I need you to stand right there, and, oh, Ann, did I see your hand get up? Yeah. Would you kind of just stand over here? When you read Genesis, you realize that there's some parts that sort of repeat themselves, there's certain phrases that repeat themselves. One of them is, and there was morning, so you're going to be morning. So when I say and, I just need you to raise this up so people know that it's morning. And then the other one is, and then there is evening, and you can use that. And another thing that gets said is, and God looked and said, it is good. So when I get to that part where God says, it is good, I'd love for you guys all to say that. Can we all do that right now?
It is good.
All right, here we go. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form, covered in darkness, and the Spirit of God moved over the faces of the water and said, you light up my life. So he created light, and he decided that the light would be day, and the darkness would be night. Night and day, you are the one. And then there was evening, and there was morning, and that was day one. God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters. Yes, I looked it up in the dictionary. God made the firmament, separating it from the waters above and below, and he called this firmament heaven. I'm in heaven. And then there was, you can say it.
Evening.
And then there was
Day.
Morning.
and that made day
2.
God let the waters under the heaven be gathered together in one place, and he called the dry land earth. And then he brought the seas together, and the waters together, and he called it seas. And he looked at it, and he said,
It is good.
Then he said, let the earth put out vegetation, plants yielding seeds and trees bearing fruit, and it was so. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. Oh no, this is day 3. There's no you yet. God said, "Let there be lights in the sky that separate day from night. Let them be for the signs and the seasons, for days and years. Time is on my side." God made 2 great lights, the greater one to rule the day and the lesser one to rule the night. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. And God made stars, which he set in the firmament. Shooting stars. And then there was day 4. God said, "Let the waters bring forth swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth." And God said, "It is good." He blessed them, saying, "Go forth and multiply. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly." And then there was
Evening.
And then there was
Morning.
day
5.
It's getting really hard bringing together all these days. Okay. Now, God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, cattle, creeping things, beasts, lions and tigers and bears." Oh my! And God saw that it was good. Wait a minute. I think for that it should be better than good. How about a different word? Give me a different word. Everything.
It was great.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. And then God regrets. I've had a few. Said, "Let's make man in our image, our own likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and over every creeping thing on earth." And so he did. Male and female he created, and blessed them, telling them to go forth and multiply. And God said, "I will give you the plants and the fruit for your food, and I'll also give these to every breathing creature for food." And it was so. And God saw everything he had made, and said,
It was fantastic.
And then there was
Evening.
And then there was
Morning.
day 6. And on the seventh day, God looked upon the heavens and the earth and said,
It is good.
"It is finished." And he rested from all of his work. And he blessed the 7th day and hallowed it. Now, this is as far as I can take you, but you all know that there are more stories. So maybe you want to sign up for Peace Camp and see what we're about to tell.
Would you like to retire your mug? All right, we are going to head off, and we're going to make special lemonade for you to all enjoy at your coffee hour. So we will see you in 40 minutes. Let's go.